started the El Camino this morning. Sounds pretty good, so. We shall find out. Got some valve cover gaskets coming. There's a little rattle, but you know, that could be freaking exhaust. I'm going to take a look under there. See how this sounds from the top of the camera, not zoomed in. There's definitely no valve train noise. Nothing's coming from the top. And now I'm thinking it had to do with the catalytic converter or something. And something internally broke and it was blocking the exhaust. That's why it was losing power. And there's still a rattle down there. You can hear it a little bit down below. So you can hear it down this way, and if you get around the other side where the exhaust is, I don't know if this is going to pick it up on the camera, but the freaking exhaust, man. It was something internal in that catalytic converter, which is actually new. That's what I'm thinking. I can get under there and jack it up and do that. But louder right here. Do this. There's a change in tone. I was hearing something like this. It was louder before. It's like doing that. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was something in the engine on the bottom. But you know, this was getting near dark, so when I drove home it was dark. I didn't check it again until just yesterday. The noise was going away. So I don't think there's any serious problem with it. I got some new valve cover gaskets coming in, just because these I reused these from before, and they were probably okay, but not perfect. And I'll redo those. But obviously, no noise from the top, none. I mean, I know the camera maybe doesn't pick it up right, but it was sounding like that, and hollow in the bottom. And but now, you know, I didn't check it. I didn't check it after that one day. It came back and it was like losing power. Or maybe something. That's a brand new catalytic converter, but it was cheap. Cheap. I don't know. Maybe one of the wells popped out or something. But it doesn't seem like the exhaust is blocked now. I'm thinking, shit, this is great. From the top, you don't hear it on this side hardly at all, because now it's basically gone away. It was loud. It was like just when I was tapping with the screwdriver, like pow pow pow. That's how it was. You can hear it a little bit over here, but yeah, there was a slight exhaust leak here too, but not a big one. Get down here. It's like it's internal in that damn catalytic converter. So, yeah, maybe there's a real, as far as I'm concerned, I don't care about that. But, well, it's just like I thought something in the front of the damn engine broke, and it turned out to be a $1.56 flame belt I picked up on clearance. So, hey, screw it. This thing actually is running great. But I didn't notice any loss of power on the way home, which was weird. But at idle, it was clanking. It was like clank, 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 at the steady rhythm with the idle. I mean, I was driving it at night. You know, loss of power and all that kind of crap. No loss of power now, man. Freaking. fact, you know, when you think about it too, why was it running fine and idle with that clanking noise when I was pulling into Bob Evans when it was still, you know, it was just getting sunset? Well, and then when I was taking off a little bit, it didn't seem like I had that much power as soon as I got the RPMs up a little bit, but it was running okay. And then when I let it sit for an hour because I was waiting for the meeting to start, I drove it home. It was clanking, and you know, at idle, so I'd bring the idle up a little bit and it would go away. So I'm thinking, somehow that's oil starvation or something. You know, that's what I'm thinking, right? I mean, because you got lower oil pressure at idle, so you bring it up to 1500 RPMs, the clanking goes away. And I'm driving home at night. I'm thinking, am I going to make it home? I'm going to make it home. I'm looking at my oil pressure gauge. It's good. I don't know what the hell it is. And I'm thinking, you know, possibly it could be the exhaust. But it was doing like that. It wasn't like doing that rattle. If it was making a rattle, I would suspect the exhaust right away. It seems like, you know, from this side, you don't even hear it. There's a little bit of that's not the engine, that's the exhaust, but it wasn't doing that. I'm telling you, it was doing this. And then when I bring the idle up, it would go away. But I had loss of power. And like I said, that loss of power could have been something internal in that catalytic converter was causing the exhaust to be blocked. It's a brand new catalytic converter, but like I said, I got the cheapest one going because I didn't really give a crap about a catalytic converter anyway. And I adapted it on there. So, there may be nothing wrong with this at all. False alarm, and I'm thinking that's the best false alarm I could ever think of. Anyway, so I'm assuming that's what it is. I'm going to get under there later, jack the car up, verify it, but I'm pretty sure of it. When I put that piece of wood on the catalytic converter and I held it up on there, and you know, I don't know if this camera picks up this noise. This engine sounds very smooth. There's a little, you can almost hear that little bit of that noise back there coming through maybe on the camera. Now if I amplify it, if I zoom it in, it's a lot louder. It probably sounds like shit on this camera, but it sounds really good in person. So, but this wasn't doing this like this. And this just happened. I was thinking it had something to do with that stuff I put in there, but that apparently has nothing to do with it. And you know, you'll hear the noise a little bit on the bottom here. Let's see if that leaks. Still leaking some. See it right there. I don't know. I'm probably driving around a little more, see if it stops leaking. Change the oil pan gasket. See if that fixes the leak. It's probably the rear main seal, but you know. Yeah. Oh well. I don't feel like changing the rear main seal because I've never done that shit in a million years. I've done them when the engine was out of the car. I'm not sure how you do them when you're in the car. But, man, so it lives. So, what I'll probably do then is I'll do the paint, I'll do the rugs in the inside, I'll do the seats, I'll glue, I'll sew those seats down real good, those covers, sew them there real tight, the special adhesive, upholstery adhesive. Get another cover that goes over. I'll probably get like the cheetah print or leopard or some crap, tiger print. Put it over that and be on there nice and tight. New rugs. Do the cami paint just on the insert here. So that's what I'll do because I think there's nothing wrong with it. This thing probably could go cross country. Then it's got, well. We'll see if that, I don't want any oil leak stuff going cross country. Yeah, that's an idle. Look at that. Not focusing too good, but that's an idle. That should say that. That should mean that the bearings are pretty good. And actually, I would think if this guy had the short block out of this thing, he might have put a high pressure, high flow, or some bullshit oil pump in it. I don't know what he did, but the thing is, I've been maintaining this since 1991, so I don't You know, if he did something pretty good to the bottom end of this thing, it should be okay. There's no smoke that comes out of the back. It just leaks. But man, now, oh well, you know what? I didn't know. I mean, it was at night. It was just getting dark. You know, like I said, it wasn't like that noise. I would never have been concerned about that noise. It was like a, you know, metallic though, like that, rhythmic with the idle. So, loss of power. And again, like I said, the loss of power. Probably, you know, I'm thinking about it. That's a catalytic converter. Something broke in there that was clogging up the exhaust, and now it broke free or something. I'm gonna leave it the hell alone though. So, the hell with it, good to go. And I do have these things already. I already bought them a while ago. I didn't put them on yet. I'm gonna put these on here, the sweeps. So, still put the chrome trim on the back window and stuff. And I don't know. The damn thing's running. Yeah, it was sort of like this. That's what I was hearing, like that loud. That loud from the bottom, in the back. It's in the back and the bottom, but then I'm thinking the back and the bottom is, I was suspecting that freaking, I was wondering if it was exhaust, it sounded like it was coming from the back of the oil pan. But I'm thinking, and it was more on that side. So now I'm thinking, yeah, it is that catalytic converter. Something freaking weird in there, bro. Brand new. Brand new. Probably got 5,000 miles on it. But then again, it's a cheap ass part. Just like I put that cheap ass fan belt on there, but I did not put a cheap cam in there. Finally, I put all the good stuff on the inside of the engine. Edelbrock, Holley. I forgot the cam name, but it was a brand name. I was very careful on that because I know a lot of these Chinese cams are garbage, especially the flat tappet cams. And you know, the good water pump. I mean, I know about the engine parts. I just didn't give a crap about a catalytic converter because it's stupid. You know, you don't really need it. And I should not have done that with that fan belt. But it looked like I mean, I thought, how could this stupid thing break? Well, it broke. It broke. So I got a gauge on here, but I don't know. I guess no 350 for now. The hell with that. I'm not spending money on that shit. No way in hell. That's if you don't need it, don't change it. That's the way I look at it.